You see...
My ring returns to the ring chamber after the battle, and I return to whoever wore it last. Oh, sure.
Thank you for the hope you showed me back then. If not for you, I might have given up.
I only gave you a small push. You'll be carving your own future for yourself.
Another conversation that's pretty good with Lucina's past. Skill inheritance is going to be good. The one thing that we're going to do... Two things that we're going to do is we're going to check on our boy Rufus. Is a good Rufus indeed. We'll give him some grapes. I like grapes. Yeah. Right. The one thing we're going to do. We are going to use Ivy. And we are going to change class. We're going to promote her to something. Okay. So looking at her, she doesn't have a lot of other promotions. Second seals go back to tier 1 classes, but master seals go to tier 2. So it looks like you have to have... So you have to have like... Okay, so you need to have a required level in a class and a proficiency for weapons in order to... Oh, and that's how this works. So if you want to be a bow knight with swords, you have to be an archer. And an archer can go into any bow knight, but then that's where the second proficiency comes in. Okay, I think I understand that now. So she can't really become anything else, because her class is very much the Wing Tamer class, which is the only Wing Tamer I've seen. So she turns into the Lindworm, a magic using Wyvern Rider who can destroy enemies from above, can use powerful magic and staves. She'll get... So that takes her tomes to S. That's really good. So she's going to be more offensive based. Gives her an extra move. Look at that stat increase. 2 more magic, 1 more speed, 2 more defense, 1 more res. I guess it's not too much, but it's all pretty good across the board. And an extra move is always going to be good. Extra build is also really good. And then she'll get Grasping Void. When attacking with a tome, unit may deal extra damage equal to half of the foe's magic. Oh, that's good. But here's our first promotion in Fire Emblem Engage. She doesn't look too different. I mean, her whatever she's wearing on her head has more roses on it now. And I feel like the cape's bigger and the dress has a bigger design. But that's really... She looks cool. Really cool. Oh, and once you're a tier 2 unit, you can cross into any other tier 2 unit as long as you have the proficiency and a second seal. And a second seal lets you swap back and forth. So if we wanted to turn like Ivy into a general, we just have to get her an emblem that gives her proficiency in axes or lances or swords, and we can turn her into one of these generals with the second seal. And I would imagine that we get the skills like swap, allied defense, or pivot. Like I imagine that we get to keep... I don't know if those are class specific or if we get to keep them. That's really cool. We got a promotion. You can promote at level 10. Ooh. So Jean's gonna have 2 options. A martial master who is trained in the martial arts, they excel in hand-to-hand combat as well as healing, or master of staves and wisdom who experience their healing powers are life-saving in battle. So they get magic power, or we can focus more on monk punching. But yeah, promotions are available at level 10. But if you get all the way up to 20, it's most Fire Emblem games, it's better for you to do that so that you, because the stat bonuses that you get from going up to another class stay consistent. So we have a lot of conversations and we have a lot of bonds. Well, a lot of bonds. We have 2 bonds. We've got a lot of things to pick up and we've got a lot of money to spend and inventory to manage. To start, we'll need to jump over here to the Somniel. Clan and Fram are maxed out. All their support conversations. Who should we go with? For support farming, I'm gonna keep Lapis and Fuath. I think I'm gonna keep. I'm actually gonna swap out. I'm gonna keep Etie and Fuath. They never really fight close together, so they're not really getting that naturally. And at least the way I'm playing them, they're not really getting that naturally. Clan and Zelkov sounds like a fun combination, though. So let's go ahead and focus on that. And we're going to get any. No, we're not going to get any conversations from that today. We are doing. Yeah, so at this point in the stream, it's just me picking up items that are on the Somniel, just kind of waiting to get it. There's a lot of things to do on here, which it's kind of fun from like a dopamine hit. It's fun to just like run around and get a whole bunch of free stuff. Like, ooh, some oranges. And it's something that you kind of want to do because you should be cooking every meal, like, you should be cooking every time, you should be doing training and everything like that every time. For all those extra benefits, and I probably should be taking advantage of that a little bit more on hard. We have a bond conversation there. And, you know, it's always good to, at least for me, like, it's always good to have stuff, you know? Like, I could just ignore all that orange, but what if I need that for later? What if there's another gameplay mechanic where I could use that? Or what if there's a situation where, you know, I don't need it? Is that a bit of a hoarder mentality? Perhaps. Maybe a little. But, you know, it's me.
Now then.
Princess Ivy and Hortensia reunited at last. Princess Ivy must be quite relieved. I think I know what those items, the conversation bubbles are now on the map. They are for unique conversations. It's like, Kagetsu right there had a unique thing to say on the current situation. It wasn't a lot, but it was something. And it's significant enough that I'm going to be spending this time running all the way down here, just so I can get a little bit of snippet of lore, and because it's like that. I'm like that.
Indeed.
Words cannot express the happiness I feel at have Hortensia here. Thank you, Divine One. Has she always worn a dress like that in the Somniel? You can actually see her eyes and her face. And they really designed her strong with that rose motif, even on that casual dress, which is pretty cool. Aww. And this is probably the best part of the stream right here. Checking out little Rufus here. You know, I saw him roll over the other day when we were just sitting here idle. We're just gonna wait for a bit. We'll see if he does it for us. Hey, look at that! Oh, he's just so tired. Oh, he's great. I still think that's probably the best addition they could have made in this game. Having a little pet that gives you a little bond point every now and then. No one is tending the store, but you can shop. Okay. We just got a whole bunch of golds. There's a bunch of gifts here that we don't really care about. With this whole bunch of gold, we are going to go to the item store. I have new goods in stock. Please take a look. Oh, and we have Hortensia. Ooh, she comes with a fracture staff. That is interesting. If only we could steal from the shop, Saberforce. That would be good. But I would not do so. I am a divine dragon. I am an upstanding citizen, and stealing is beneath me. Let's get...
I thank you.
Fracture... A 70% hit chance, though. Silence also has that, too. Silence is good because it prevents mages from speaking, which prevents them from casting spells. I have a fracture. I don't have a
I thank you.
silence. Maybe I can use that. Having one should help me if I want to use it or not.
Do come again.
But this way, I should never run out of heal or mend staffs again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got some new goods in stock. We got silver weapons. Do we have silver weapons? We have 11 sword, which is not great. More killing edge. Oh, we do have a silver weapon. Ooh. And I went back like, okay. So we have a silver lance, a silver axe, a silver bow, elf thunder. Ooh, that's good. Okay. And we have a silver spirit art, which we picked up from the last map. Okay. So that's actually good news. And we have a bunch of people with full inventories. We will just buy every silver weapon.
Here you go. Here you go.
Do I want a tomahawk? It has a hit of 60, and the hand axe has a hit of 70. But it hits for 14, and the hand axe is 7. The weight on it is 16. That's so heavy. I mean, the silver axe weighs 15. That's really heavy, too.
Here you go.
The silver bow only weighs 10.
Here you go.
That's not bad. Oh, thunder is 13. Thunder is 10. That's a heavy tome.
Here you go.
We don't want an L surge because that's a melee one, and I'm not a huge fan of melee mages. And we're not really using a thief right now. But a cart. A silver dagger, though.
Here you go.
That's not going to be bad. Okay. And now we're almost out of money again, which is fine. We're good with that.
Take care.
And then we can equip when we go into battle next to make sure that we have our weapons where we need them to be. And we will throw that back. I just want to get his inventory kind of squared away. We still have a Seraph robe to use. We still have a secret book to use, and we have a boots to use too. So, secret book. Who misses? Who misses a lot that I use? Not Fogado, not Clan, not Chloe. Chloe could just use more strength. Not Louis, not Alfred, not Diamant. Diamant just can't hit there. I don't know. They all hit pretty well. Yeah. As for health, I think I want to give that to Clan, actually. He's been doing some pretty durable stuff already. He takes hits every now and then. 5 HP should do him good. And then, as for dexterity... seems like a lot of my big units, like, even he's at 16, but he hits decently enough. Alfred could use help. He's buffed up to 17 without it. And we'll keep the boots in reserve until we get a good finalized party. I'm also going to go check the workout area. I figure we've done enough of the game now. We should have at least unlocked like level 2 or something like that of the workout.
Good to see you. Let's get right into it. What'll it be? I think you can handle this.
Hard
How hard
difficulty?
do you want to go? What'll it be?
All right, let's see if the
How
squats go
hard
any
do you want to
faster.
go? What'll it be?
See, his dex goes up. Fuath can hit really well. Push-ups is probably the best one. More strength
How
is
hard
always
do you
good.
want to go?
And we'll remove Rufus. Let's check it out. I forgot which one this was, though.
You got this. Looking good.
Oh, is this the same mini game, but you just have to do it more often?
Nice. You got this.
It is.
Keep it up. Perfect.
Ooh, what engaging gameplay.
You got this.
It's a little bit difficult. My streaming
Nice.
software makes this like just a little out of sync. I imagine that this would be
Perfect.
better if I could see it properly. But I'm gonna have to take
Keep it
a
up.
guess where that's gonna land and where the button's gonna go.
You got this.
But I could just be
Nice.
bad, so there you go.
Keep it up.
Thank you, Rufus.
Looking good. Nice.
Why would you want to work out without Rufus?
Keep it up. Nice. Great job. I'm so proud.
SS, not 3 S's, but fine with me. 2 strength is good.
Let's do this again sometime.
We are also going to have a meal because we're going to be doing one of the Divine Paralogs. And I want to make sure... Tiki's was tough, and I want to make sure we have every advantage.
Welcome.
I am too curious who we're going to dine with today. With Chef Louis, I did want to unlock more of the brother and sister support. So we'll go ahead and do that. There's not any meal that's really doing a lot for us. There's no like star or something like that. Oh, there is right here. But Panette doesn't like those meals. So I guess those are like Louis' specialties. That must have been a pain to program. Let's see what we got. Emperor's Mess. Fried pancakes slathered in melted butter, topped with powdered sugar. Is that good? It just sounds like you're eating a bunch of sugar with a small bit of pancake. But it has everything I need: strength, magic, speed, and defense. And that's a pretty good spread. So let's go with a rare vegetable.
One moment while I prepare your order.
Cook us up something
Now to business. This should be simple enough.
good. Cook us a delicious mess.
Thank you for your patience. Here you are.
Perfect.
It's tasty. I should serve it at one of my parties.
They'd be gobbled up in no time.
The flavor is invigorating. I approve.
Though a touch more spice could not hurt. Rank D. Because it's not his specialty. But I'm understanding how that rank works now. That's good. Alright, and as for training... we are perpetually going to... we're going to see if we can get anyone at 17 and we can push them up just a little bit more. I think the ones that we have is Louis. We'll see if we can get him killed.
I am Louis, Royal Knight of Firene.
It's the second princess of Illusia, Hortensia!
What an entrance. And also, it's gonna be devastating.
I'm ashamed to have underestimated you.
Having the Iron Great Lats there was not a good fit either. And I have to I can't equip them from this screen. I have to go outside the menu. If I could do everything again, if I was a designer of this game, I think I would add something here because it would make this part just a little bit easier. Okay. Jean is level 18. And then Pram is our other healer. Should we just train up on Yunaka or Panette or... I'm a little bit torn about who we should be focused on for training. Because we honestly have a pretty solid core team. Like Fuath, Jean, Ivy, Etie, Fogado, Clan, Chloe, Louis, Alfred, Diamant. Diamant's probably not my favorite guy there. He could probably jump out. He has a pretty high defense. His defense isn't that high. His avoid's decent for taking hits, and he has a high health percentage. 37 health is pretty good. But also, I could just do it. Like everything that he can do, Kagetsu can do better. Does he even have a bigger build? No, they're the same build, but like higher defense and everything. So, Yushiro, I think we're gonna take him with us. We didn't take him last time just to try out Kagetsu, and I think that changed our lives. We will do Clan. I think Clan's got a killer.
Clan, Divine Dragon Fan Club co-founder.
I am Saline, Princess of Firene.
Oh, this one should be easy.
Huh.
You dare?
Yeah.
You cut me down most effectively.
Yum, the lingering taste of victory.
And we have to do training with one child at least. Gotta put them in the fray, you know. And then I'm gonna give one to Lapis. She doesn't. We don't have her equipped with a killing edge anymore, which is kind of sad. I don't think she's gonna be able to kill anybody.
I challenge you.
Yeah.
Face my iron wall.
This ain't happening. This is gonna be a while until Jade gets that second hit. A silver axe though? I didn't think she had a silver axe.
I wasn't strong enough.
Right, because it's your units, the one that you're initiating with that has that takes the sword or takes everything like that. So polish. A lot of unhappy polishes in here today. Lady of the Plains, we currently have it on Etie, and we're gonna keep her on Etie for now.
Please clean it up. I think that spot is clean.
Oh wow, I haven't cleaned this in a hot minute.
That's clean. I think that spot is clean. Ah, that looks good, thanks.
It actually took a little bit of effort that time. And Ike, I think we currently have him with Diamant.
Could you clean that up? You worked hard. I'll repay you in battle.
We did just get Ike, so I think we cleaned him recently. Ring of the Princess Exalt, we have that on Fuath.
Let's clean this up.
Yeah.
How does it look? Oh, it's all shiny now.
Would that be better or more annoying if you had to move, if you have to find the dirt on the ring and clean it yourself? Or does that just make it like slightly more effective? Is that how that works? And as for Tiki, honestly, I think I moved Tiki over from Boucheron to Chloe, and she hasn't been performing nearly as good. I think I'm gonna move Bisharan back, and because he's already like level rank 12 on that ring.
I'm kinda sleepy. Try over there. Wow, you're an expert at this.
Superforce says, I think it would be more fun if you had like Power Wash Simulator. I bet that's what they were thinking about with the design, is that they wanted they wanted that type of experience, but they just didn't for whatever reason, you know? Maybe they ran out of time.
You're quite diligent.
The Fire Emblem team usually gets really ambitious.
No point in scrubbing that spot. Perhaps another area?
Nope, same spot.
I am in your debt.
Yeah, good thing we didn't listen to you, eh? They have a track record for being very ambitious. And for being very ambitious, they usually can drop like one or two things. Like there's so much content in Three Houses alone. Ooh, the Three Houses characters, like Bernadetta. Speaking of Three Houses, is that the Lysithea S ring? That's a really good ring, and a decent mage ring, honestly. The top tier ring. Good roll. Ingrid's a good. Lysithea is a fan favorite. I actually don't like Lysithea that much. I don't think she's that great of a character. Bernadetta is a lot of Three Houses characters kind of rub me the wrong way. Bernadetta was one that you meet at first, you're just like, oh, that's a character, and then she gets a lot better. Claude we've already met because he's in a bracelet. Felix is a fan favorite, and he kind of won me over too. He's just a big jerk, but he's also like really good. Ooh, a Ferdinand ring. A Ferdinand Valire. Oh, Ferdinand top ring. Oh, Ferdinand's the best. Raphael's bad character. He should have been included in the list. Ferdinand, though. Lysithea and Flame. Flame's a good character. Cyberforce, I see you're in the chat. Yeah. Ferdinand von Eyre is definitely probably my favorite Three Houses character. And he has a high spot for like my modern Fire Emblem favorite character. Like, it's a toss-up between him and Robin, but Ferdinand has so much of a personality. He's a noble. He knows he's a noble. He tries to do noble things, and he comes across as like stuck up and educated. Like stuck up and like, oh, as a noble, I need to be doing this. Oh, I need to have tea or this. But like, he's a kind and caring individual inside, and he means everything that he says. And like, all of this is their kid appearances, but they go through like a time skip, and then they have longer, like, then they all have adult appearances for like their war, and he has like this, I don't know. He's amazing. All of his supports, he usually like finds how he's coming off short. I could go on for hours about Ferdinand. Felix is also really good, and Bernadetta is not quite the same as Alchrist. There's some similarities, like they're both like, they're not very confident. Bernadetta just takes that to the nth degree, where she's scared of all social interactions. But when you click on her, like when she's on the map, she goes, oh no, like she's scared to death of being in there, and like all of her conversations are just like, she's terrified. That's one thing I think that still, like, Alchrist isn't like that. He just has a low self-esteem. He reminds me a bit. They are not the same as Saberforce. Alchrist reminds me more of Constance from Three Houses. Kind of how Constance was. That Alchrist is definitely more like Constance. Let's go ahead and get our bonds with our rings going. Etie and Lyn.
You're so graceful, Lyn. And with a little more training, you'd have muscles on top of muscles.
I'm trained in the sword and bow, but I never thought about muscle training. Interesting idea.
Like, Lyn famously is not a great unit in her own game. She's like the star of like a prologue chapter, but then she stops hitting as hard or anything like that. So
Hey Claude, we should have a little strength competition. Best way to become fast friends.
I'm all for making friends, but a contest like that wouldn't be fair. How about a board game?
and that's a solid one, I suppose. All right, and now we have our supports. We've got a lot unlocked. We are going to start out with Pandreo and Panette.
Hello, Pandreo. Have you a moment to spare?
Of course. I always have time for my sister. But first, you've got to tone down the formality.
Ah, all right. You see, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
No, you're still speaking in that highfalutin way.
You don't really expect me to...
Yes, I do. I know you make an effort to sound fancy, but come on. It's only me here. You can drop the silver spoon act around your own brother.
Fine. Why are you working for the church?
That's what you wanted to know, huh?
Dad was a drunk. Mom was a corrupt priest who couldn't be bothered to look after her kids. They were lousy parents. So why would you want to follow in their footsteps, serve their church?
I told you what happened after you left, right? They disappeared.
Yeah, so?
Well, the church's followers needed someone to guide them. That's why I stepped in.
So that's what it was.
I know it's been a while, but if you'd like to come pray with us, you're always welcome.
No, I think I'll pass. I'm done with our parents, and I'm done with their church. I'd sooner drop dead than step foot in that place again.
Fair enough.
Wow, that was really good. I was expecting like something a little bit more light, but like, yeah, that was really good. We learned a lot about their parents were terrible. He's a priest because he wanted to help the flock, and she was not about it, and she doesn't like their parents. I really want to see where that goes. That was really cool. Everything that's going to be after that is not going to be as cool. Alright, let's get Fuath out of the way.
Fogado, I want to thank you and the Sentinels for your hard work today.
Hard? That was nothing. We didn't have to resolve a single quarrel, and there were barely any corrupted around. I only wish every day was like this.
You're so easygoing. All the time. That must be why your people love you so much. As your ally, I certainly enjoy working with someone so unflappable.
Unflappable, huh? Ooh, I think I feel a blush coming on. But thanks for the compliment. How about we grab dinner together sometime?
Dinner?
Yeah. You, me, and some hard-hitting questions. Like, who is your very best friend, and why?
That's pretty personal.
You could tell me a super secret wish. You know, one you're too embarrassed to reveal.
No, that's even worse. Look, as much as I enjoy your devil-may-care attitude, the banter is a bit much.
You'd rather I be all boring and serious? Nah, that wouldn't be me if I wasn't a rascal.
I suppose you're right. It is hard to imagine you without that carefree personality of yours. It may be your most likable trait.
Well, I feel flirted with. But he is kind of charming. I'd go to dinner with him. I've eaten... Oh, this was people watching. Or was this tea? I think it was people watching.
What do you think, Princess Ivy? Does the sight of a pleasant gathering prompt any feelings?
No, nothing.
How strange. I, for my part, find great comfort in their mundane joys and idle chatter.
It would seem that phenomenon is unique to you.
Oh? What a pity.
Was that the full extent of your plan? Did you actually pin all your hopes on this sight, inspiring me to chat?
No, I haven't quite given up, though I don't as yet have any other ideas. Until I do, would you like a cup of tea? I'll put on a pot of the black tea blend I've been saving.
Tea does sound lovely, actually. Thank you.
Aha!
What? What is it?
I thought I detected the faintest hint of a smile just now.
Did you?
Can I take it then that you like black tea?
Yes. But if I happen to seem pleased, that was not the reason. I simply find your dedication to these efforts rather amusing.
There's nothing so amusing about it. A princess's joy is a radiant thing. Ah, was that another smile?
Oh, enough. You promised me tea. Let's have it.
As you wish, Princess Ivy.
Nice. So it went from people watching to tea. As all Louis conversation should be, I suppose.
Good morning, Prince Diamant. I see that you're an early riser like myself.
Not quite, Prince Alfred. Night owl into early bird would be more accurate.
You mean you've been up all night?
That's right. I sat down to handle a pressing task before bed. Next thing I knew, I was watching the sunrise.
What was it you were doing?
I was drafting requests for funding to send to Brodia's nobles. Our military needs support. Any loans will be used as political leverage in the future. I'm worried, but out of options.
Huh. I mean, I see. I can sympathize with your plight. Every crown prince has the same troubles, it seems, no matter what realm they rule.
I don't doubt it.
Well then, I must carry on with my morning patrol.
Would you mind if I joined you? It would be foolish of me to try to sleep now. A walk and talk with the prince of a neighboring kingdom sounds much more enjoyable.
That's kind of you. It's sad that we only get the opportunity during hard times, isn't it? But a long walk might be just the thing we need to get to know each other. Let me start with a question for you. What's your favorite muscle?
What? That's your opener?
Oh, whoops. I was trying so hard to keep up the act, but I guess I blew it with that question.
No, you're fine. I think I'll take a page from you, actually. I could stand to be a little less formal.
No fooling? Oh, that'd be swell, Prince Diamant.
A casual Diamant. I'm a fan of that. We'll be watching your supports with great interest.
Pardon the intrusion, Divine One. Sound asleep. Watching you sleep is making me sleepy. No, I mustn't doze off before the holy altar. Morning. I almost nodded off myself. Close call.
What a weird mechanic. Alright, we are all set. We are going to depart to the Divine Paralogs.